Welcome friends to the channel to another episode of Money. Today we look at side hustles best suited for students, so that as you are learning, you are getting something to earn you some more income to make you more innovative as you continue learning. Stick around, because at the end of it all, I'll share with you a tip specifically meant for you, so that as you are doing your side hustle, you have the end goal in mind. First things first, let's look at what are some of the characteristics of side hustles that are suited for you as a student. And number one, these are looking at low cost side hustles that do not require any upfront investment, because we understand from a student's perspective, you don't have huge of money at your disposal to channel for the growth of your side hustle. Number two, shall be looking at side hustles that are 3Fs. That's my favorite: fun, flexible, and finance. These side hustles should be fun, so that as you do them, you enjoy them. Number two, they should be flexible. And number three, they should be able to give you money, because at the end of the day, you are doing it because of money. Characteristics number three is side hustles that are scalable. You're able to grow them to a larger scale as even after your school. Number four feature, these are remote side hustles that are remote, or those that can be done locally, because again, as I mentioned earlier, you don't have the freedom to travel, and you don't have the freedom to attend to clients from various places. So you're looking at side hustles that are scalable, that are remote, can be done online or just from the vicinity, your locality. Number next, you're looking at side hustles that are low skill based, those that do not require you as a student to go and learn that extra skill. Side hustles normally require skills. I'm going to mention that later on. So you want side hustles that are low skill based completely, or those that require skills that you can easily learn from the comfort of your house or from the comfort of your hostel. Finally, we are looking at non-J-curve ideas. Basically, there are two types of businesses. There's a J-curve business and there are non-J-curve business. Briefly, J-curve, under J-curve business, you start by losing money, and we get the name from the letter J, how the letter J appears. You start first investing a lot of money, and then the business picks up. Look at it, for example, at a supermarket or a hotel. Initially, you really have to invest. You get the building, you get the furniture, you get the employees, and at that point you've not made any money. That's why the J comes in. So after you put in a lot of investment, now money starts coming in. Maybe 4 months later on, that's when money starts coming in to and you might break even after like 5 years or so. Those are J curves. But for a student, you're looking at an J curve, and these are basically service-based businesses. They have a lot of friction. Non-J curve have a lot of friction, but there is no upfront money involved when you are starting them and when you are executing them eventually. So that's what you shall be looking at. Are you ready? Let us dive in now. A student possesses two important things that are necessary for the growth of a side hustle. Number one is time, and number two is skills. Normally number three is money, but because a student doesn't have money, they can leverage their time because they have a lot of time on their hands. Everyone who has succeeded in a side hustle will tell you that one important thing that you need for you to grow is time and skills. Basically time, because when you don't have skills and you have time, you can always learn. And when you don't have money and you have time, you can always leverage using your time. You'll put in more hours, and as compared to someone who has money and they can just put in a little bit of hours, or they can hire someone to do whatever the task that they have. So you are at an advantage. So let's look at them. Number one side hustle is writer, and we shall be doing freelance writing. We live in an era where every organization, every agency, every industry, they at least need a writer. This is a writer who can write product reviews. It's a writer who can write course descriptions. Writers who can write sales pages, and the list is endless for those who have passion in writing. Writing is easily scalable. It actually requires zero investment to start, and it's easily scalable. You scale it by starting an agency, a writing agency. You start this by going on freelance websites. One of my favorite is Fiverr. You go there, you sign up as a writer, and you start looking for clients. The best way to do it also, after starting on a freelance website, my advice would be go to look for those websites that you wish to work for. For example, if it's Safaricom, and do what we refer to as permissionless apprentice. This is where you approach an organization, of course, send an email and tell them, I've read your sales page and it can look better, it can be made better. I offer to do a sales page free of charge for you. And if you like it, use it for free, but now we can work with you in future. It's one of the best ways to grow as a freelancer, and you realize that there's a lot of competition as compared to freelance websites when you are listing yourself as a freelancer on Fiverr or Upwork. Side hustle number 2, a thumbnail designer. Currently, we have a good number of people who are interested in starting YouTube channels, and one of the most important things on a YouTube channel is a thumbnail. A thumbnail is the picture that appears when just before you click on a YouTube video. Because of the high number of people wanting to start a YouTube channel, there's a huge number of demand of those thumbnails. If you can leverage your time, if you have passion for designing and you can leverage your time to design and slowly perfect the art of making a thumbnail, you stand a better chance of growing it as a side hustle. And in future, you can even outsource. You outsource other employees who will be working for you, so that your work is just to get the orders, negotiate the pricing, and allocate that particular job to someone who will do it, and then you deliver, and then you get paid. Then you can pay whoever designed for you a small portion of the money. That's what agencies do. And just as we talked about it under the writer, you can as well run an agency that specifically does thumbnail designs. You can charge from between $5 to $250 once you are established, and you can design very good thumbnails. So what's holding you up? Go up and give it a trial. So it hustle number 3 is a research assistant. The people who are doing their PhDs, the people who are doing their masters, the people who are doing just the undergraduate, but the work that is involved in their day-to-day learning is so intense. And these people can easily do with the research assistant. What is the work of a research assistant? A research assistant will research on a particular topic, will research on a particular concept that, for example, the client wants to know. A client might be doing a paper and they want some help in research. Since they don't have this time, that's where you come in. You come in as a research assistant. They give you the particular topic or concept that they want research to be done on, and you go ahead, you dig through the internet, you dig through the papers that were done, that were written, you dig through the books and articles and stuff, and come up with a comprehensive report on what your client might need, and they pay you. So that's all. Is basically you being able to do something that another person struggles to do, and this way you can carve your niche as a research assistant, and you'll be able to get an extra income. How do you start? You create a portfolio. Let people know you as a research assistant, and you can do this on groups. There are groups specifically meant for writers. There are groups specifically meant for researchers. Create your portfolio, create a profile, and let people know what you do, and advertise yourself on social platforms. And I'll keep insisting this, that we live in a world of digital era. Embrace technology, advertise yourself, and let people know what you do, and the sky is not the limit. Research assistants normally charge between $10 to something like $100, depending with the scope of work, depending with your client, and depending with the quality of your work. Remember, I mentioned this in our second video. The only way to get paid, the only way to grow your side hustle is to provide value. So don't just do sketchy work and submit and expect to be paid. Always do quality work, and it's this quality work that will give you reviews, this quality work that will help people recommend your service, and by so doing, you grow. Side hustle number next, I don't know, number 4 or 5 is web design or website design. We can call it web design and development, but basically you are designing websites for your clients. Almost all organizations or companies or industries in the current generation, they have a website. So the demand for website is huge, and there are few number of very good website designers. I do design my own websites because sometimes the cost involved of hiring a designer are so high, and so personally I've learned to design my own website. I will leave a link in the description for you to have a look at them. And so because there's a need, you can carve your niche, and this is especially to those who are doing maybe design. I tend to think that there's a course on design, on website design, and even if there's none, the moment you can go to YouTube for free. There are courses being offered on so many platforms, on Udemy, on Skillshare, for free. Dedicate some amount of time and learn. Remember, I said as a student, you have one important thing that many of us do not have: time. Where do you start again? Package yourself as a website designer, then advertise your services, come up with pricing. Websites, you can, when you are a beginner, you can start pricing them at maybe $20, because you are basically not building them from scratch. There are so many templates online. You start with the template, design it on the requirements and specification of the client, and deliver. Trial, just try. And as I keep saying, these things you have to start trying. If you are here, you want to know side hustles that you can learn and make money. So once I give you the knowledge, go and start. You can charge from $20 to something around $100. There are web designers that I know that they charge even $10,000 on one single website. So how do you reach there? You just start today and grow. On to our next side hustle is tutoring. Tutoring is an all-time classic way of making money to students, and even some of us who are not students. Why? Because anytime you have knowledge, anytime you have more knowledge as compared to another person, you can teach them. When you are in campus, when you are in university, when you are in college, you know things that high school students don't know. You know things that primary students do not know. You also know things that other university students do not know. This is where you come in. You have knowledge that you can teach someone. So leverage that and package yourself as a tutor. You can do this either virtually, online. There are platforms like OutSchool. There are platforms like Preply, specifically made for English. VIPkids.com. Register there as a computer tutor, as a mathematics tutor, as an English tutor, and grow your skills. It will take time for you to be fully fledged tutor in your particular area, but people will know you. Also, do not wait for clients to come to you. I mentioned it earlier, permissionless apprentice. Go to people, go to families. If, for example, you are taking education, or even you are taking engineering, you are taking medicine, you can teach any high school student mathematics, for example, because you are doing mathematics units in your course. Approach a family. When you see a family and you see they have children, high school children, primary children, even those who have not started learning or they are in preschool, those are your clients. You approach them and offer them opportunity to teach their children, and while at that, deliver quality, and they will recommend you to another family. They recommend you to another family, and that's how you grow. Next side hustle: virtual assistant. A virtual assistant is someone who does things like emailing, things like research, things like booking appointments for someone who probably has a lot on their schedule. Look at it, for example, I want to use an example that will make you understand, and maybe a member of parliament or a governor. For them, they have personal assistants called PA, but as a solopreneur like me, or another person that you know who are very familiar on YouTube or on social media, they basically don't have time to do all those things. Booking appointments, writing their emails, doing some research, or putting things on their calendar, programs on their calendar. So they normally require the help of someone who can come in and become their second pair of eyes, and that's a virtual assistant. But now this is all done virtually, so you can as well grow a side hustle in that niche. You need to be a good communicator, you need to be a good organizer, you need to be a timekeeper, you need to be an efficient person for you to be an efficient virtual assistant. You can as well start your this journey on freelance website, but you can also use the other method that I've talked about. It's very efficient. DM these people, send them an email telling them that I'm a virtual assistant and I believe I can do ABCD for you. Can you look at my profile, or can I offer my services for free for 1 day, and then after that see whether I can work with you. That works, and it will help you grow faster as compared to just listing your service amongst millions and millions of people on Fiverr or on Upwork or on Freelancer, and waiting for someone to magically pick up your name for a service. Side hustle number next: selling digital products. This one is one of the things that I love because I've talked about it before. Passive income and active income. Most of those that we have talked about are active side hustles, and I always advocate for passive side hustles, so that you put in time once and then revenue just comes in slowly. So selling digital products is a passive side hustle, one that I would highly recommend. If you're a student, you can start building a portfolio now and you will grow to higher levels. What can you sell? You can sell planners. There are so many planners, and if you check like on Amazon, go to amazon.com and check. I'll leave a link for you. Go and check how much does a planner cost. Planners are sold between $10 to something like $100, and there are so many different types of planners. For example, there are meal planners, there are fitness planners, there are what else? Weight loss planners, etc. There's so many you can check, and so people are looking for these things, and if you're able to design them and sell them upfront, you will be able to use that as a market gap and earn something. There are also invitation cards, there are wedding cards, there are birthday cards. There are so many things that you can use Canva to design for free and sell them. Actually, right now, just pause the video, go to canva.com, type in planners, or type in wedding cards, or type in birthday cards. You get a template, customize that template, then download it, then head over to Amazon.com, then list that planner or list that invitation card now. Then repeat and rinse. Keep doing that. Keep doing that until you have a large platform, a large bank of planners where someone can always find what you have created and buy. And while you are sleeping, you make money. That's why I always insist on passive income. When you are sleeping, you make money. And there's nothing as good as money alerts. People say that M-Pesa messages are good. That's probably you have worked for that M-Pesa, or your parent has sent you that M-Pesa. But money alerts that come from maybe Amazon or Teachers Pay Teachers or all these platforms or Etsy, they are very good. You want to have a feel or a test, go and try them out. Second last side hustle, online surveys. There are companies that carry out surveys for their clients. Look at this. For example, you want to find out the effect of the internet to high school students. For example, you are a company, so you can't do this research on your own. So you allocate this work to a particular company. So this company, these are the survey companies, and for example, Swagbucks, Survey Junkie, Toluna, and another is called Inbox Dolty, something like that. I'll put it for you in the description for you to see. Online surveys, you do a survey and then you are paid. The money is small. It's not huge amount. You pay like $2 per survey, $1, or $10 for 10 questions or 50 questions, but it's better than nothing. So at your free time, head to those online survey platforms and sign up. Free to sign up. It's free to earn money as long as you can. You do give your opinion based on the question that you have been asked. And side hustle, the last side hustle is either content creator, and it's also what you call content curator. Content creator is now someone like me, and you probably, if you are interested. A content creator is someone who develops content. This might be music, might be videos, might be someone who writes blog posts, and for purposes of the public. A content curator is someone who finds the content that has already been written, digests it, and rewrites it in another way, interesting way, so that people can enjoy it. For example, you've seen these video creators who take a video, probably the video of a president talking about something, or video of an MP or a governor talking about something, and then they make a short clip to derive the same message. It might be fun, they do it for clicks and fun, but at the end of the day, the message is delivered. You will get to understand what the president was talking about, or they can summarize a very long blog post in a simpler way and say that so and so was basically saying this. And you've seen a lot of that on this website known as tuco.com. They'll take a very long post or a very long scenario and then summarize it in a way so that the moment you see their short version of the story, you easily get to understand what the message was about and what they were talking about. And so those are our 10 side hustles, you will probably leave with us in the comments. What have you been doing and how has it been working? How has it been? What challenges have you come across? Also, if you want us to expand more on those 10 that we have talked about, let us know in the comments and I will look at it. Benefits of side hustle to students. We are not just doing side hustle for the sake. They need to help us with something. And benefit number one is financial support. Who doesn't need extra money? Just who? Tell me one person who doesn't need extra money. Side hustles will help you, will boost you financially. You have so many things to do. You have food to eat. You have to travel. You have things to do. For example, exam papers to photocopy and clothes to buy and so many things. So this will add to what you are given by your parents or to what you already have from the government and stuff. You will also develop skills and practical skills, specifically in your area of expertise, and this will be very essential for you. Next benefit, networking, and this one is the master. One important thing that you have to do even now as a student, as you are growing up, is to network, because this will help you. Next benefit is career exploration. As you are growing, you need to find out more about your career. You need to want to learn more about your career, and side hustles will help you because you will dive deep into that particular career. If you are a designer, you will dive deep. If you are a writer, you will dive deep. You will meet writers. You will meet companies that only deal with writing, and that way you will grow. And then the final benefit is enhanced resume. You'll be able to put something different to your resume, and this will make you stand out to your employers and to other people who might be interested in your services. Time for my bonus tip. I promised you I'll give you a bonus. When you're doing your side hustles, leverage your side hustles for your career growth. This is very important. If you are a designer, if your course entails designing, or if your course entails writing, or if your course entails teaching, do side hustles that are aligned with your career. This will help you to build a portfolio for you, a relevant portfolio. Number two, it will help you to develop transferable skills for your future career. Number three, it will also help you to network. And number four, it will help you to create an online presence. And then number five, it will help you to learn continuously. Keep learning. That marks the end of our episode. If you have been with me up to this particular time, thank you. I'm actually recording this as 4 or 3 a.m. in the morning. So thank you so much for the support. Click the subscription button to follow us, and so that you'll be updated anytime I post content. Leave comments. Read after you watch. Leave comments for us. If there's something that you have always wanted to learn, leave a comment for us. If there's a side hustle that you want me to explore in details and how to do it, what to do, where to start, where to get clients, also feel free to leave comments for me in the description. Until next time, bye bye.